Max Verstappen won the second race of the year with Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc running up the podium finishes. The Red Bull RB20 was the fastest car yet again, with the Ferrari SF24 being the best of the race, taking the fastest lap at the end of the race. So, how did Red Bull manage to do this for the second successive race? Well, the RB20 maximized their package by having the least setup compromises without sacrificing their straight line speed and cornering abilities. One of the common terms used in F1 is balance. It refers to the grip levels of the front and rear axles of the car. The net result of the two axles will produce a car characteristic that is either understeery or oversteery. Let's take a look at a practical example of what the difference is between the two setups.
Understeer versus oversteer. So understeer is when you're able to keep turning the steering wheel without the yaw of the car actually changing. And oversteer is when there's too much yaw and the car starts to drift. But it is important to keep in mind that balance is not binary, meaning you could have understeer in the mid-corner and then, let's say, oversteer on exit.
Jeddah is a track that has many high-speed and medium-speed corners, which put a lot of stress on the front tires. So, teams need to negate this by inducing understeer in the car. Teams will typically do this by stiffening the rear suspension, resulting in the front tires having lower grip. The setup choice will help protect the front tires from degrading. The compromise here is a car that will be lazy on turn-in, but results in consistent lap times across the race stint, as the tires will be kept at the optimum temperature. Let's remind ourselves of the following speed ranges that define a corner. Low-speed corners. They range between 60 to 120 kph. Medium speed corners. They range from 120 to 200 kph. High speed corners. They range from 200 kph and above. Let's look at the Mercedes. They have a car that is not optimized to have good straight line speed and cornering speed relative to the competition. Their aerodynamic map struggles on optimizing these clusters. The 3 practice sessions during a race weekend are used to find an ideal setup. The Mercedes engineers chose a low drag rear wing to negate the car's weaknesses. The straight line speed was the favored option, as their logic was that the track has many straights and thus would result in a lap time gain. The disadvantage with this setup choice resulted in a car having an unstable rear at high speeds, as the rear and front axle were not balanced. As a result, the car became an oversteery instead of understeery, which is not suitable for a track like Jeddah. Hamilton lost more than 6 tenths to Norris in front between turns 3 and 7 during the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Turns 3 and 10 are medium to high speed corners. Note, the McLaren ran a higher downforce wing compared to the Mercedes. To produce the fastest car, you must have the least number of compromises in your car setup to produce the fastest lap time. Looking forward to the Australian Grand Prix, I expect the Red Bull to dominate again, as the track features a lot of high speed and medium speed corners. Aerodynamic efficiency will certainly be crucial to gain lap time, and the setup balance will be understeer, as a strong rear axle is required to produce a strong lap time. For more detailed analysis of these various components, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next episode of Formula 1 Simplified.